silence, a soft breeze flows, carrying secrets that no one knows. The earth stirs gently, waking from sleep. In the whispers, promises keep. Buds are forming, colors awake as nature breathes. The ground will shake. In the stillness, we begin to see the quiet dance of what will be. Whispers of spring, so soft and light, filling the day, turning night to bright. In every leaf, in every bloom, spring speaks to us in the quiet gloom. The skies are waking, painted blue, as every moment feels brand new. The scent of earth, the taste of rain. In the whispers, we feel no pain. The flowers bend, the grass does sway. In the quiet, we find our way through the breeze, through the air. The whispers call, they're everywhere. Whispers of spring, so soft and light, filling the day, turning night to bright. In every leaf, in every bloom, spring speaks to us in the quiet gloom. And when the rain begins to fall, the whispers grow. They call us all. In every drop, a song is sung of hope, of life. The earth is young. Whispers of spring, so soft and light, filling the day, turning night to bright. In every leaf, in every bloom, spring speaks to us in the quiet gloom. Through the whispers we'll find our way into the light of a brand new day. In the garden where the quiet blooms, a song is whispered through the gentle room. petals unfurl without a sound, a secret beauty in the stillness found. The sky is soft with a touch of grace as time slows down in this quiet place. The winds, they carry tales untold of love that blooms yet remains so bold. The song of silent blooms in the night, where the world is still and the heart takes flight. A melody that's soft but so true, a quiet love that waits for you. Through the shadows where the light will creep, in the quiet garden dreams softly sleep. The flowers bow their heads in peace, holding secrets of the heart's release. A tender hum floats through the air. In the silence there's something rare. Each petal falls but never fades, a song that whispers through time's parade. The song of silent blooms in the night, where the world is still and the heart takes flight. A melody that's soft but so true, a quiet love that waits for you. And when the morning comes with the sun, the song will linger, but it's just begun. The silence speaks louder than words. In every bloom, a love is heard. The song of silent blooms in the night, where the world is still and the heart takes flight. A melody that's soft but so true, a quiet love that waits for you. In the garden where the silent blooms, a song lives on in the quiet room.
In the stillness, the winds begin whispering tales of where they've been. Through the trees, they softly call, a song of change, of rise and fall. They dance upon the open skies, carrying dreams where silence lies. The world may turn, but they remain, a quiet force, a soft refrain. The song of shifting winds so wide, carrying stories far and wide. In their breath we find our way through the night and into day. The winds may whisper or they may roar, but always they return for more. From valleys deep to mountains tall, the journey speaks to one and all. They shift with time, with every begins to rise, the winds will speak in darker skies. But even through the harshest sound, they'll find their peace and settle down. The song of shifting winds so wide, carrying stories far and wide. In their breath we find our way through the night and into day. Through the song of shifting winds we go, guided by the whispers we know.
The breeze of blossoms carries me through fields of flowers wild and free. A whisper in the air so light as petals dance in morning's light. The world is painted soft and fair, with every bloom a sweet prayer. And in the silence hearts take flight on the wings of spring's delight. Breeze of blossoms carry me through the garden wild and free, where the flowers sing their song in the breeze. We all The petals fall, but not in vain. A dance in the wind, a soft refrain. The earth is waking from its sleep. In the breeze, secrets we keep. Each breath of wind, a tender sigh, as flowers bloom beneath the sky. The world is turning slow and bright in the breeze of blossoms light. Breeze of blossoms carry me through the garden wild and free, where the flowers sing their song in the breeze. We all belong. And when the evening comes to stay, the breeze will gently fade away. But in the stillness we will find the echoes of the flowers' mind. Breeze of blossoms carry me through the garden wild and free, where the flowers sing their song in the breeze. We all belong. Through the breeze of blossoms we
shadows of sunlight, where the warmth meets the cold, a quiet dance unfolds. In the silence we're bold. The light bends softly as it kisses the earth, revealing the beauty in the space of rebirth. The trees cast their whispers, the breeze gently sighs, as we walk through the echoes of 1,000 goodbyes. Between the dark and the light, we find our place. In the shadows of sunlight, there's a tender grace. In the shadows of sunlight, we find what's true. In the space where the world feels new, a moment of peace in the warmth of the day, where the light and the dark choose to stay. The shadows grow longer as the sun begins to fade, yet there's a soft glow in the quiet cascade. The edges of night, they softly blend, and in this stillness we start to mend. In the flicker of light, we see the past, a fleeting memory that'll never last. But in the shadows, there's room to grow. In the balance of sunlight, we let go. In the shadows of sunlight, we find what's true. In the space where the world feels new, a moment of peace in the warmth of the day, where the light and the dark choose to stay. And when the day is done and the sun is low, the shadows will whisper what we need to know. In the quiet, we find the song of the light and dark, where we belong. In the shadows of sunlight, we remain, where the day and night gently rest.
In the garden of dawn, where the flowers awake, softly whispering secrets that the morning will take. The sky is a canvas painted in gold, a story of dreams that the daylight will hold. The breeze in the trees hums a delicate tune as petals unfold to the rhythm of the moon. A new day is calling, a chance to begin. In the garden of dawn, let the healing begin. In the garden of dawn, where The dew on the leaves like tears from the night, reflecting the promise of the morning's first light. Birds in the branches, they sing out so clear, a song for the heart that is free from all fear. The fragrance of flowers, the warmth in the air, whispers of stories that only the dawn dares. Each step in the garden, each breath that we take is a moment of wonder, a step we must make. In the garden of dawn, where the light kisses the earth, we find hope in the silence of rebirth. The world is still waiting for love to be drawn. In the garden of dawn we belong. And in the quiet I hear the call, a promise that waits no matter how small. The garden of dawn, with its sky so wide, is the place where our hearts can finally glide. In the garden of dawn, where the light kisses the earth, we find hope in the silence of rebirth. The world is still waiting for love to be drawn. In the garden of dawn we belong. In the garden of dawn we belong.
In the fields where wildflowers grow, the earth whispers secrets we don't know. With every breeze they start to sway, carrying the scent of yesterday. The sun wraps its arms around the earth, and in the silence there's a rebirth. The wildflowers, they softly breathe, a quiet song, the earth's reprieve. The breath of wildflowers free and wide, carried on the winds where dreams reside. In the quiet air we find our way, with every bloom a brand new day. The petals open, reaching high underneath the endless sky. In their fragrance we are found, in the soft hum of nature's sound. The earth, she breathes in every hue, a song so ancient yet so true. In every petal we can see a promise of what's meant to be. The breath of wildflowers free and wide, carried on the winds where dreams reside. In the quiet air Of wildflowers we roam back to the earth. We're never alone.
On the path of falling petals, where the earth meets the sky, a gentle breeze whispers as the moments drift by. Each soft petal that lands tells a tale of the past, a fleeting beauty too fragile to last. The sun paints the world in hues of gold as the petals flutter and silence their bold. They dance through the air in a soft, quiet waltz, leaving traces of memories in every small pulse. The path of falling petals, where time stands still, where the world is softened by nature's will. In each delicate fall, a story is told of love and loss, of young and old. The ground is covered in shades of pink as petals float down like thoughts that sink. The flowers once bright now bow and fade, but the path they leave is a sweet serenade. In the quiet we find our way as petals guide us through the day. Their beauty lingers in the air, a symbol of love, tender and rare. The path of falling petals, where time stands still, where the world is softened by nature's will. In each delicate fall, a story is told of love and loss, of young and old. And as the last petal drifts away, a new season begins, a brand new day. The path is empty, but not in vain, for in every fall there's a joy to gain. The path of falling petals, where time stands still, where the world is softened by nature's will. In each delicate fall, a story is told of love and loss, of young and old. On the path of falling petals we walk. In the silence we learn to talk. With every step we find our way, guided by petals through the
Through soft rain the world stands still, a quiet hum beneath the hill. Each drop a whisper, gentle, clear, like memories that disappear. The earth awakens soft and bright, bathed in the calm of the morning light. Every step on the wet ground leaves a trace without a sound. Through soft rain, we drift away into the silence of the day, where every tear the sky has cried becomes the hope we can't deny. The petals shimmer, kissed by grace. In the stillness we find our place. The scent of earth, the taste of sky, a fleeting moment, you and I. The rain dances on the leaves, a melody that softly weaves. In the hush, we feel it all. The rain, the earth, the quiet call. Through soft rain, we drift away into the silence of the day, where every tear the sky has cried becomes the hope we can't deny. And when the clouds begin to part, the rain will leave, but not our hearts. For in its song we've learned to stay. Through soft rain we find our way. Through soft rain we drift away into the silence of the day, where every tear the sky has cried becomes the hope we can't deny. Until the storm is softly done.
In the quiet of the morning light, where shadows fade, the earth takes flight. Beneath the frost, the seeds begin a silent rise from deep within. The soil once cold now breathes anew, as tender shoots begin to break through. No sound to hear, no voice to speak, but in the stillness the earth grows sleek. The silent rise of green, so slow, a hidden world begins to grow. Through every leaf a story untold. In the hush, the earth turns bold. The buds appear where nothing stood, a touch of life in the quiet wood. The air is warm, the skies are wide, as nature wakes with arms open wide. The ground is soft, the morning sweet, as every bloom begins to greet. In the silence, the world unites the green, we learn to stay.
Under velvet skies, the stars unfold, whispers of dreams in the dark untold. The moonlight dances on the silent sea, a quiet place where the heart feels free. Soft as a sigh, the night surrounds, a blanket of peace where love is found. The world stands still in this gentle glow. In velvet skies, we let our hearts go. Velvet skies so deep and wide, where the night and the heart collide. In the silence, the stars will sing of the love that the darkness brings. The winds carry secrets from far away as we watch the night turn into day. The stars above, like whispers bright, guide us through the calm of the night. In the stillness, we find our way. In the velvet skies, we drift and sway, a place where time begins to fade, and every moment feels like a serenade. Velvet skies so deep and wide, where the night and the heart collide. In the silence, the stars will sing of the love that the darkness brings. And when the dawn begins to rise, the velvet fades, but not the skies. For in the night we found our truth, a love that's endless, forever youth. Velvet skies so deep and wide, where the night and the heart collide. And in the silence, the stars will sing the love that the darkness brings. Under velvet skies we remain, where love lives on without refrain. In the quiet morning light, where the dew meets the first sunrise, tiny drops in the air they glide, a dance of grace in the morning's eyes. The grass is soft and the earth is still. The world awakes with a gentle thrill. Each step
of the breeze is slow, carrying whispers that the flowers know. The dance of dew on the blades of green, a sparkling waltz so pure, serene. In the hush of dawn, it comes alive, a fleeting dream that begins to thrive. The light filters through the trees as the dew moves with the morning breeze. A symphony of drops that fall as the earth responds to nature's call. Each sparkle in the morning's glow reflects the secrets that we sow. A dance of dew, a silent prayer carried on the breath of the air. The dance of dew on the blades of green, a sparkling waltz so pure, serene. In the hush of dawn, it comes alive, a fleeting dream that begins to thrive. And when the sun climbs high, the dance will fade but never die. For in each drop we find the truth. In the dance of dew we find our youth. The dance of dew on the blades of green, a sparkling waltz so pure, serene. In the hush of dawn, it comes alive, a fleeting dream that begins to thrive. In the dance of dew, we are free, lost in the moment eternally.
In the garden of dawn, where the flowers awake, softly whispering secrets that the morning will take. The sky is a canvas painted in gold, a story of dreams that the daylight will hold.
The breeze in the trees hums a delicate tune as petals unfold to the rhythm of the moon. A new day is calling, a chance to begin. In the garden of dawn, let the healing begin.
In the garden of dawn, where the light kisses the earth, we find hope in the silence, a rebirth. The world is still waiting for love to be drawn. In the garden of dawn, we belong.
The dew on the leaves like tears from the night, reflecting the promise of the morning's first light.
Birds in the branches, they sing out so clear, a song for the heart that is free from all fear.
The fragrance of flowers, the warmth in the air, whispers of stories that only the dawn dares. Each step in the garden, each breath that we take is a moment of wonder, a step we must make.
In the garden of dawn, where the light kisses the earth, we find
garden of dawn, where the light kisses the earth, we find hope in the silence, a rebirth. The world is still waiting for love to be drawn. In the garden of dawn we belong. In the garden of dawn we belong. In the hush of spring's arrival, the world begins to breathe so vital. The earth is quiet, the air is still, a soft embrace of nature's will. The buds are shy, the flowers wait, as daylight gently opens fate. No sound to break the gentle sigh as spring unfolds beneath the sky. In the hush of spring's arrival,